No, it's actually working this time. Wonderful. Yes, I am doing this to record my thoughts in an audio environment, but I am also doing it because I really like the lighting this produces. It's really fun to go back and look at. Yes. So, but goodness, I seem to have lost my train of thought. Regardless, I shall not quit. This shall be recorded. Exclusivity. Item A. I could draw. If I put my mind to it, I certainly could draw. However, as I'm aware, this would probably last 2 years, 3 years tops, and the talent after that would quickly fade due to carpal tunnel. Also, it would accelerate my carpal tunnel, even if I did the necessary precautions, as they say. But, is it worth it? Is it worth to be able to draw? Or could I get back to writing? I remember being quite the writer. I look back at my works, and I'm quite astounded by what I could do. The stories I created, yet I appear to have lost that talent somewhere along the way. Now, the question is, do I draw or do I write? Analyze. Drawing, even though it sucks in the end, is probably one of the most satisfying things I could ever do. Every line that I connect, there's such glee, such childish anticipation that has not worn dull over all of these years. However, in the end, when I look back on it, it looks to be an absolute piece of shit. I know that what I create will never be as good as those of my friends. However, they will support me. So, I suppose, if the community, if my friends would support me, does that make it alright? Oh, goodness. I do not regret the decision to play music in the background. It's quite lovely. Regardless, for writing is less fun. It is more satisfaction. Writing is satisfying because I am going to put my words into exact thoughts, or my thought. I'm going to put my thoughts into exact words, and what comes out is exactly what is intended. There's nothing lost. And this is admirable in and of itself. It's what allows me to critique art. Now, do I draw, or do I write? As it is right now, I already know exactly what I'd like to draw. I have a panel set up, I have a structure formed, but the question is, well, do I... I would say that quite recently my problem has not been writing or drawing. It has been getting started with art, of course. There's the satisfaction making it, but with that there is a deep and quite prevalent fear that I have not really analyzed until now, which I probably should have analyzed. Now, if I'm going to do that, let me imagine that I am drawing. Wonderful. And after I'm drawing, I see this picture in my mind. It's something that I've wanted to do for quite some time now. Flesh transference. Now, as it is, my mental state would be myself, sitting gaily, standing up straight, and my head is a mass of eyeballs. Some open, some closed, gazes all over the place, some exhaustion, some of fear, some of happiness, some of utter jubilation. And I must say, oh goodness sakes, not again! This will look absolutely ridiculous when it's recorded. Oh, goodness. Ah, it has retained. As it is, I do not think that... I should change the settings on this so that it does not go to sleep. Yes. However, oh goodness, I do remember. And with that, of course, I'm always wearing regular t-shirts, sweatpants, all of these things. But not all of them. That is it. Notice, in Dream Self, everything is with t-shirt and sweatpants. That is my view of myself. That's all there is. Now, the question is, what is that feeling that goes along with it? And as I am right now, I am drawing this, of course. Creating lines out of white space. Coloring in things that... Oh, goodness. You see a tree there. An apple there. So many wonderful things that I could just pluck out of the air and call fine art. What else? I'm going to finish it. And I remind myself that this isn't real. That this is most assuredly quite real. With this being real comes... With this being real comes something that I would only describe as exposure. Oh, goodness sakes, I'm a hypocrite. Oh, that was quite simple. As it is, I fear that I may fear critique. However, as I received critique in the past, I was not disheartened by it. What is it that I fear when I post these things? Well, I'm not a hypocrite. I take that back. But what is it that I fear when I create art? I have sketches. I have sketches that I am not willing to post because I fear that they're awful. I mean, why would I do that? Why would I post something so awful? Whenever I write, there is a sense of completion, a sense of fulfillment, of satisfaction that is never present when I am drawing. To compare the two, I would say that writing is like finishing off a really good steak. Each and every bite is the same wonderful flavor, but at the same time, there's nothing that really supersedes itself. There's no climax to the dish. When you take the last bite, it simply ends. And I remember how wonderful it was, but at the same time, there are no moments to pick from with this. And I think that's one of the drawbacks. Writing is... I could breathe it. And it's really not... The satisfaction is enough to get by, you see. If I'm to derive something greater, then it would have to be drawing in an enhanced form. And the enhanced form of drawing for me is quite clear. Of course, I have so many pieces that I just could put into physical form that would just be so wonderful. And with this, I shall add to my list of stupid plots to the Mortal Jellyfish. I shall add thought transference, but that is ridiculous. Third option. What if I don't do anything? What if I leave DA? What if I just leave and never come back? I mean, these works that I see in my head, I could just keep them to myself. The exclusivity of it all would make it be quite a valuable addition. And indeed, now that I picture it, it could be, my goodness, a world that only I would ever inhabit. No one else would ever know. And though there is the instinct to share, it is truly one of a kind. And yet, what I seek from art, I seek to trip. Oh, and there goes that thought state. Well then, I shall wrap this up quite nicely. I'm going to go to a movie with a friend for the first time in my entire life this Thursday. Throughout all of high school and in grade school, and every time before that, there has not been one time in which I have gone to a movie with a friend. And, well, that's quite depressing when I think about it. Of course, she's just... Do you know how I became friends with her? I walked up and said these words. Now, abandoning all social pretense, I wish to become your friend. May I be your friend? And she laughed slightly and said, sure. And what do you know? She's also seeing that same psychiatrist. She has depression. Is it? But I'm cured. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I, Joseph Benjamin Candela, am not at all flawed. No, that's not arrogant. It's just my putting into words my knowledge that's with multiplicity gone and singularity reigning. I do not have anything plaguing me, save for my inability to draw and my inability to connect with my friends at times. I live a good life. My parents are becoming more receptive to my words, as I suspected they would. I am bringing lack of judgment into this household, slowly but surely. My persistence, as it always has paid off. It's such a wonderful lesson that I will learn. People, if you are seeing this, or person, if you are seeing this, or future self, if you are seeing this, and decide Just persist. That is what I have always done. I take something that I believe is true, that I know to be true and righteous, and I run with it as far as I can, and it works. If you truly have a cause that you know to be good, do not let anyone stand in your way of making it the norm. For it's worked for me, I know it can work for you. Good day, fellow viewer. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Truly. I wish I could hug you. I wish I could. No, I really can't pull this forward. I'm already holding this with 2 hands. That's ridiculous. Oh, goodness, such an awkward ending. Regardless, I wish you the best of luck, viewer.